There is, I'm going to get this set up on a tripod. There's no known mechanism by which the human body recovers from not sleeping at all, or recovers while not sleeping. There's no known way in which a human body can recover while not sleeping. And yet here I am. For the third time, I have recovered from total insomnia. Come back from the dead, as it were. My brain is destroyed, though it's hard to describe. Okay. I'm going to try to lose my self-consciousness and any love of the showman and just convey what it feels like right now. I'll just start with what I feel right now, because what's feeling not right now, you know what I mean? What would what would that even be? So right now, I feel good. I feel focused. I feel like a little sleepy, not sleepy, like an 8-year-old who doesn't want to go to bed, but kind of feels like they should. I have no integrated memory of the last 2 years. Like, it feels like remembering a bad dream. Just the whole last 2 years. Like, I can remember it, but it's not associated with anything, because you associate things when your brain's sleeping. At least mine does. And I didn't really sleep that much for the last 2 years. And when I was sleeping, I probably wasn't integrating random memories of things. It's all sleep information. Like, okay, this is actually helping me realize what it is. Like, it's all sleep information. Like, all of my thoughts right now are just health optimizing sleep information, like green tea detox, paradoxical arousal with Adderall or Vyvanse, vitamin D metabolism and the difference between taking vitamin D before food, after food, and the cofactors necessary for vitamin D to work properly, and the states of digestion in which they are most readily absorbed, and the order in which I need to consume what specific things, including water and including air and breathing and walking, and other things I can do like sauna, taking salt pills, magnesium pills, B complex vitamins role in vitamin D metabolism, whether or not smoking weed affects vitamin D metabolism, how vitamin D affects the prefrontal cortex, studies done on vitamin D and deficiency, making the brain dopaminergically look like a meth user's brain, how that associates with the fact that I'm no longer, or that the fact I'm going on and off Adderall again and again, because I can now sleep off of Adderall or Vyvanse without taking paracetam. And I'm thinking about what that means about my prefrontal cortex function, because I also am mega dosing vitamin D. And then I'm wondering how that is affecting my digestion and the clearance of poop, because I still have these, I call them detox poops, but they're like detox poops. I'll post more of those in the Lion Diet Uncensored Facebook group in this thread. You have to find it, but it's like a sub comment of a post, and I haven't posted a photo of my poop in a while on there, but I've been posting photos of my poop in this Facebook group that I made for the Lion Diet, because like they're interesting. Like, they're just different. Like, my poops are all different. I think they mean things. I look at them like I'm a diviner of shit. Like, I divine shit. Like, if you have a shit experience, I can stare at your shit and tell you what it means. just like I feel good, you know? Like, I feel like God chose the most happy-go-lucky dude to go through the worst shit to motivate me, because the end result of this is that I don't like all of this problem is so big. This insomnia problem is so large that it's tempting for me to just lump all, like, I've just had persistent problems throughout life that honestly they all feel trace backable to the fact that I wasn't really sleeping. Like, yeah, like they all were. I mean, I was like depressed in middle school and stuff. I had like, and then like I had like a hard time regulating myself and very little energy in elementary school. And like I just wanted to read all the time. And I just like I felt very dysregulated all the time. I didn't really have any behavioral issues as a result of it. I wasn't like, I don't know. I used to like steal lots of alleged. Never mind. So I'm not going to admit to doing anything. I did get in trouble for completely unrelated things, like one of the times in elementary school. I always butted heads with my elementary school teachers, but the reason I butted heads with them, so no, I guess not all of my problems are attributable to something, because I really like, I felt like school was a major problem. Like, I'm not putting my kids in school. I'm going to homeschool them because school's just like a prison. Like, I went to school, one of like the best schools in the state, and I felt like I was in prison. I hadn't committed a crime. And they say, oh, well, you're there to learn. It's like, yeah, but they confiscated the Odyssey from me, and I was better at math than all of them. Because if I wanted anything growing up, I just had to do math problems to get it. Like, that was, chores were expected, get money for Christmas and birthdays, but I wasn't allowed to touch that. I just went to bank account, so I couldn't touch it anyway. And yeah, so I basically, if I wanted anything growing up, I just had to do math problems, like sheets of math problems, like large. So by the time I was in middle school, I was already doing pre-calculus. I was doing calculus when I was 14. I have well over 10,000 hours of math. It's just, math was like the currency in my household. Like, you wanted something, how many math sheets have you done? So I was very good at math, and I liked to read, and I ran to a lot of teachers that had a problem with that. They just didn't like that I didn't need them, and they just take it out on me. It's consistent experience, even throughout college, where I get to college and I wouldn't repeat bullshit to teachers. I wouldn't repeat like their liberal bullshit ideas. And I'll be very specific because I know there's going to be idiots out there who are just like, well, you just should have told the teacher what I want to hear. You gotta play the game. I'm not trying to play the sapa. I don't have original ideas. I'm a sad, frustrated weirdo who just like do what the teacher says. I don't know. I think there are a lot of people out there who should take an F or a D over just repeating what the teacher said. But like, write about why trans men are oppressed because hospitals put them in the woman's ward. Write about why no one should have guns. Write about why hunting is immoral. Right? Like, I'm not gonna write that essay. I wrote the opposite essay. I didn't write a damn good essay. Write about why Islamophobia is irrational psychologically. I wrote the opposite essay. I said I have a mother and a sister that I care about, as well as female cousins and relations and friends, and I don't want them to get gang raped. So I can't say that it's irrational, but I talked about something else. I wrote a paper about something else. And I think I wrote maybe about like why racism is irrational or something, the psychological irrationality of certain racist practices or something. But I didn't write the essay on Islamophobia, and that teacher specifically, actually, social psychology teacher, she actually accepted the essay and graded it fairly, and good on her. But everyone else just failed me and gave me D's because they were like, you won't repeat my stupid ideas like a moron. And I'm like, no, sir, I will not repeat your stupid ideas like a moron. And they're like, you're gonna fail, boy. Go in the field with all them field students. So Really, though, is abysmal. Like, just abysmal. Like, my experience with the school system, as someone who loves math and loves to read and won't stop studying no matter what, and takes college classes online for fun in his free time, was nothing short of abysmal, and I will not stop speaking about it. Because it's the only other major problem I've had in my life, is that I've been this fucking... I mean, I guess there's, like, other problems, but not that I really experienced. Like, just being stuck in this BS system. And I understand other people have different experiences than I do, but I also have a different experience than other people, and it was just a bunch of resentful, stupid weirdos who... and I was just this bright, bushy... Like, I just come in and be like, I want to learn! Tell me about all your ideas, teacher! I want to talk about your ideas! Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me! And they wouldn't have any of their own ideas. And I'd be like, but, like, they just say stuff. And I'd be like, but I want to know what you think. And they'd hate me. They'd just immediately hate me because they didn't actually think for whatever reason. And then they figured I would find them out. And I did, because I just wanted to talk about ideas. Like, isn't that why we're here? Like, come on, like, let's talk. And conversely, that's why I had great relationships with other teachers. But for the most part, though, like 60% of the teachers I had hated me for that trait. And just from, like, kindergarten to graduate level classes the graduate level classes I talked my way into, they all liked me, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to talk my way in. But the undergraduate level classes that I was in, those classes from... But insomnia is the other problem I have. So it's tempting. I think it's actually rational to just blame all my other problems on insomnia, because even the school problem, like, I probably wouldn't have been able to think my way out of the school problem and figure out how to get into a more tolerable school situation if I'd been sleeping. Because I did dual enrollment my senior year of high school, which is actually the 1 year that was after my junior year, where I had the massive episode where I didn't sleep for a month, and then I got really good at figuring out how to sleep, and I was sleeping most of the time, and then I figured that out, and then I went to college my freshman year, and then my brain was destroyed until now. That's and all I've been able to think about since my freshman year, where I had the second month where I didn't sleep at all, is how to sleep. And that's just still my thought process. So I'm just going to continue in this direction forever. I will never stop, because I don't know what stopping would even look like. Like, it's sort of a beautiful thing to have this level of motivation and focus, where, like, in the middle of my insomnia episode 2 years ago, where I couldn't sleep barely at all, and I was getting like 2 hours of sleep a week, and I couldn't think, and I was just having hallucinations, and I couldn't think, and I couldn't really tell what was real most of the time, and I'd have to just kind of, and just be like, I just gotta look at what's in front of me, and like, it's not even, it's like the part of my brain that would focus was so weakened from not sleeping that it was hard for me to even focus on the difference between real and imaginary. So I would just sit there while my brain screamed from the lack of any relief, and breathe, because I thought that by breathing I would lower the chance that I would have a spontaneous brain aneurysm or heart attack, because the entire time I was experiencing tachycardia, my heart was thumping quite crazy, and my head felt like it was being ripped apart. And this went on for months and months and months. And in this state, I found that by focusing on my breathing, I could eventually gain enough self-awareness to make moves that have landed me eventually in the state I am now, where I can actually sleep and think and rationally strategize on how to iron out the rest of the situation. I don't know why I'm alive. And I just say that humbly, as someone who's spent well over 20,000 hours reading and studying and learning and experimenting every possible way and every possible form of everything related to this condition. I don't know why I'm alive. By everything I've read, I should not be. I can't explain how I managed to get here. I have some theoretical ideas that are summarized. This image of me trying to explain what I think health is and what its goals, methods, and domains are, and how they comprehensible way. I'm glad I did the whole series on lion diet, sleep optimization, and no weed, no Adderall, Parastam, and lion diet, and the daily meditation series, and all those daily videos, and then the non-daily videos, and then I'm glad I'm doing all of this, and then I'm glad I'm experimenting with just reacting to the reels that I record, and I have other reels recorded on my phone and ads that I've recorded on my phone that I'm going to probably repost and comment on, and it feels unprofessional to me, but I'm not trying to be professional with my YouTube channel, because my YouTube channel is not my profession. This is very personal. This is just between, I don't know, it's between me and whoever wants to watch it. Because I can't place limits on what I do. Like, I don't know, I'm just a specific kind of, I'm just me, and this is how I am, and this is what I want to do with YouTube. And I may do other things with YouTube as well, but as I see and experience and love YouTube, even as I make YouTube as a lover, I mean, I love YouTube. It's like I spend all my time on here, you know, like I like this platform. It taught me a lot of stuff. Like, I like YouTube, you know? So, as someone who likes YouTube, I'm playing. I don't know what the hell YouTube is. What would it mean for me to just make whatever video struck my fancy? And I see, like, I posted that video about that woman, like, that housewife. Oh my god, like, some of my videos, they make me cringe, because I'm just like, okay, yeah, like, we can just make fun of this housewife. But that's the point of YouTube, is like, I'm a complicated person, and I'm interested in myself. So if you're interested in figuring out anything related to me and my personality, then you can see the cringe that I later cringe at, and then you can watch me cringe about it. And I don't know what people's experience is going to be going through my channel and watching my videos. Got no idea. But I don't want to curate like this sounds so I don't know, like, I don't know, okay? Like, on the one hand, I'm just like, I don't want to curate my image. I'm just going to be myself. Like some angsty rebel without a cause who's just decided he's going to be himself in a world that demands we be different. But I don't even, like, I feel like it's a beautiful thing to be myself, and since I can't even put on a facade right now, because I'm just so disoriented from the whole experience of my life of insomnia and trying to kill this motherfucking demon, that I don't know, man. Like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna be like, yeah, I got this all figured out. You can tell by how I have mental breakdowns about not sleeping on YouTube, and it's just, I don't know, but it's like, if I didn't do that, then I wouldn't have a YouTube channel, and if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I wouldn't have any way of sharing the thing I've spent my whole life focusing on, which is, how do I goddamn sleep, and why am I in prison without having committed a crime? And I just want men and women to get along. And that housewife, Oh my God. Now, the problem is, like, everyone's going to watch the video of me ripping on this woman, and no one's going to watch this one. But I deserve it for shitting on her. So in all humility, I am going to let it stay there as a stain on my reputation. So that only those who dare to get past the not horrid, I don't know, just, if you can't stare your own soul in the face, you don't deserve to understand me, and I will gladly be misunderstood with all the saints and mystics and philosophers who have been crucified by the Pharisees throughout time. I don't give a damn. I'm a fucking American. I carry a knife around everywhere. I train wrestling and jiu-jitsu, and I do way too many push-ups. Fuck around and find out, motherfucker. That's what this country's for. This country was made for confused people with motivations. I'm not confused, though. I'm not confused. Because I don't care if I seem confused. It's the really confused people who are the Patrick Batemans out there, and they look completely put together. I am the inverse of Patrick Bateman. Like, you're going to see me ripping on this housewife. You're going to be like, this dude's a fucking psychopath. He hates women. No. I just want to make some fucking interesting YouTube videos. And if there's someone out there who wants to watch every single goddamn one of my YouTube videos, they're going to see a vision of the world that's fucking amazing. You're going to look at me right now, you're going to be like, this guy's on drugs. I can tell because of his pupils. I'm actually not on drugs. This is what happens when I don't take drugs. And it's awesome. I'm just laughing because no one believed me in high school and no one's going to believe me now. Like, that's definitely someone on drugs. Nope. I'm not on drugs. That's why everything's so funny. It's like 3 people out there who will get that, but I don't really care, you know? Because, like, at the end of the day, the United States of America was founded, baby. I think there are going to be people crazy enough to go watch all these videos. They're going to be sick of it at some point. At some point, they're going to get to some point in their life where they're like, everything's fucking bullshit! Because it somewhat is. They're going to be like, how do I deal with the fact that everything's bullshit? Even myself. And they're going to stumble across my channel in that moment in time. They're going to be like, I want people to look at my YouTube channel and say to themselves, what in the actual fuck is this person doing? And I'm not doing a good job at that yet. Like, I need to get way more out there. Because if you're not looking at what I'm doing and saying, what in the actual fuck is this person up to? Then I'm clearly not conveying to you the magnitude of the reality we're living in. I did eat 2 entire jars of raw salmon eggs, and that could account for the being on drugs, because I do feel so great right now. Like, I feel like God himself. I can hear him playing his harp with a violin bow. I don't know why he's doing it, but I can hear it. That music of the cosmos, the humming of the spheres. I can hear it all around me. It is music in my ears. And, like, how do you make a YouTube channel about this experience of life? It's got to be weird, you know? Like, people scroll. So I'm going to react to some scroll content, and it's going to be cringe. It's going to be good, though. You're going to look back at that in 50 years. You're going to go, that guy had some good taste in scroll content. And that's what I want from this, you know? Like, and I mask it all by just making so many videos that you're just not even going to know what I'm up to. Like you're going to look at the channel, you're just going to be like, I can't even get started on this. Like, how am I going to begin to make sense of what this dude's up to? And, like, now we're in the same boat. Because I'm trying to make sense of what I'm up to, too. Like, and that's why I have to keep doing it. Because if I stop, so I can't question. Like, once I'm in the flow, like, I'm scrolling and I see this video, I'm reacting to that video, man. I'm posting that. Why? I don't know, dude. Why does a bear shit in the woods? He's a fucking bear. Why does Devin Young speak his mind on the internet? Because he's Devin fucking Young. What else is he gonna do? Gonna shit in the woods? Probably. But I'm not gonna put that on the internet. And doing this is fun. Doing this off Adderall, this is fun. I enjoy this. I'm not going to try to make my YouTube channel predictable. It's just not. Then my YouTube channel would be the product and not like the byproduct. Is it the product or the byproduct? It's sort of both. I mean, it's a byproduct of how I live. It's a byproduct of myself. I don't want to become an Oriental. I don't want to embrace the Orientalism that believes that what's on the inside does not matter and what's on the outside matters. Why is that Orientalism? Is it because I'm racist? Sure. Call me racist. I just don't care. I'm not gonna like defend. I like to think about race. I do. I think it's super fascinating. I respect all people of all races. Actually, not all people of all races. I respect all races, but not all people, because some people are just scumbags, so I don't really feel like they deserve my respect. But like anyone from any race could earn my respect. Be possible. So, but I like to think about the races because they're all different in their own cool ways, and this is just really fascinating. And I don't want to pretend it isn't fascinating. If you want to call me a racist, call me a racist. I just don't care what people say about me. I mean, like, I'd like them to say nice things, but I don't know. I've got my family. I've got my social circles-ish. If I didn't, I would do something else. But, like, I read Thomas Paine. I read Nietzsche. I don't know. I'm just my own person. Like, this is just what I'm into. Like, what are you into? I'm into reading history and trying to take my place in it. Not because I'm so great, but because it's just, like, what I'm here to do. It's just the thing I like doing. And it's like, how am I going to do that? I'm going to do that by spouting off on the internet. Why? Because I'm Devin Young. I'm going to write some books, too. I'm going to do some wrestling and jiu-jitsu. But I'm going to read history and think about my place in it while I do these things. And if this results in even only my own awareness of myself as a historical figure, then I will have achieved my ends, because that's how I think of myself, because that's who I am. Just that, I don't know, other people do other things. This is what I do. I've tried to do other things, and it feels like it's out of alignment, and it doesn't work for me. So I don't do that. Like, I've tried other training programs, and they don't work for me, so I don't do that. Self-knowledge, know thyself, Greece, all that good stuff. Man, the video on a high note. Tune in. Turn on. Drop in. Always test your drugs.